Good evening, everybody. Welcome to the Saja Yoga UK evening online meditation program. So let's begin by collectively raising our Kundalini and putting on a bandana. We can take the mantra to Sri Ganesha 4 times. Om. Tvameva Sakshat Shri Ganesha Sakshat Shri Adi Shakti Mataji Shri Nimala Devi Namo. Om Tvameva Sakshat Shri Ganesha Sakshat Shri Adi Shakti Mataji Shri Nirmala Devi Namo. Om Tvameva Sakshat Shri Ganesha Sakshat Shri Adi Shakti Mataji Shri Nirmala Devi Namo. Om Tvameva Sakshat Shri Ganesha Sakshat Shri Adi Shakti Mataji Shri Nirmala Devi Namo. And this is a poem by the Indian saint Kabir, from Poems of Kabir. All things are created by the Om. The love form is his body. He is without form, without quality, without decay. Seek thou union with him. By surrendering my mind to my Guru, I had it polished, and now it is transparent. The disciple is a used garment, and the Guru is the washerman. When he washed my personality on the rock of meditation, it became free of all the dirt of nescience. The love and devotion I gave my Guru brought me knowledge in return, as well as affectionate association and delight, compassion, devotion, and faith. He who regards his Guru as a man, he is blind. He will remain unhappy in this life, and he will fall into darkness after his death. O Kabir, how blind are those small-minded disciples who think that the Guru is other than God. If God is angry, your Guru can reconcile him. But if the Guru is displeased, there is none who can make intercession. Your Guru is the ladder to Godhead. Time has no power over him, who has sacrificed body, mind, and all on the Guru. He is a true yogi, says Kabir, who unites his mind with the light within, he who is indifferent to the world, whose faith in and devotion to his Guru are unshakable. Produce the divine light in your intellect, and sitting quiet therein, worship Atma. Thus the natural samadhi will shine in your being. Give up pride and vanity in this marketplace of the world. Purchase the commodity of wisdom. The pleasures and achievements of the world are empty. It is mere talk. The barren woman rocks the cradle. Is there any joy therein? Holding the staff in his hand, Kabir is standing in the highway. His cry is, let him who is willing to burn up his home come and follow me. The sun drives away darkness. The heedless, treacherous intellect destroys the fruit of the Guru's teachings. Avarice kills all good name. Pride is an enemy of devotion to God. It is easy to have devotion when the Guru is sweet. So we'll bring our attention gently within our own form, within our own being. We'll bring our attention to our void area, this place of our own guruship and our own discipleship. And we can just slowly and assuredly just bring our right hand around the void in a clockwise direction. We'll just slowly massage around the void. Shri Mataji, please make us our own guru. Please make us our own master. Let us not be swayed by external things. Let us not be swayed by external influences. Let us stand in our own truth, in our own certainty. Let us become gurus. So we can still just keep our attention on the void. And we'll take the mantra to Sri Raja Janaka. Om Tvameva Sakshat Shri Raja Janaka Sakshat Shri Adi Shakti Mataji Shri Nirmala Devye Namo. Shri Mataji, please bring us the enlightened quality of Sri Raja Janaka. Let us be enlightened rulers, enlightened leaders in whatever kingdom we inhabit. Let us bring this quality of enlightened leadership into the world. And let that be reflected in our earthly leaders and elected politicians. Shri Mataji, please awaken this quality of regality and leadership in us. And let us be the leaders who bring in spiritual practice, much like Sri Raja Janaka brought in wise men and sages to his court and asked them to speak on reality and the true meaning of life. Let us be masters and leaders in our field, and let us also respect and enhance spirituality in whatever field we are in. Again, the mantra for Sri Raja Janaka. Om Tvameva Sakshat Shri Raja Janaka Sakshat Shri Adi Shakti Mataji Shri Nirmala Devye Namo. Now we'll take the left hand and place it on the right heart. We'll take the mantra to Sri Sita Rama. Om Tvameva Sakshat Shri Sita Rama Sakshat Shri Adi Shakti Mataji Shri Nimala Devye Namo Namo. Mataji, please awaken the quality of Sri Rama within us, within our right heart. Please awaken the quality of pure responsibility within us. Please let us be like kings, like Sri Rama, able to accept whatever so-called fortune or misfortune would befall us in the world. Please give us the nobility and the humility to accept whatever the divine has in store for us. Much like Sri Rama, who took his place to live in the forest even though he was a king, who accepted whatever machinations and plots were put on him. He accepted it all in good humility, in good faith, in good humour. Please awaken that quality within us. Mantra for, again, for Sri Sitaram. Om Tvameva Sakshat Shri Sita Rama Sakshat Shri Adi Shakti Mataji Shri Nimala Devye Namo Namo. Now bring our attention to the Shuddhi area. Place our right hand in the center of the Vishuddhi. Say the mantra for Sri Radha Krishna. Om Tvameva Sakshat Shri Radha Krishna Sakshat Shri Adi Shakti Mataji Shri Nirmala Devye Namo. Mataji, please give us the power, pure diplomacy. Please give us the power to smooth over obstacles and problems amongst human beings. Mataji, please let's reflect the power of great saints, great leaders like Abraham Lincoln, who achieved incredible things in this world while remaining incredibly humble and incredibly grounded. Mataji, please put your attention on the Vishudi of the Virata, the Americas. Please help all obstacles in the smooth running of the governance of that country be elevated and be overcome. We'll bring the right hand across the Agya chakra. And to help clear this area, we can make the sound from the omkar, the sound, help the kundalini rise up through the central channel, through the Agya to Sahasrara. Take a breath. So we'll just stay in this state of meditation. Bring the attention up to Sahasrara, and can you hear something about Abraham Lincoln, who Shamataji spoke very highly of. This is an extract from a book called Lincoln the Unknown by Dale Carnegie. After 4 years of fighting, there was no hatred in Lincoln's heart for the people of the South. Time and again, he said, "Judge not, that ye be not judged. They are just what we would be in their position." So in February 1865, while the Confederacy was already crumbling to dust and Lee's surrender was only 2 months away, Lincoln proposed that the federal government pay the southern states $400 million for their slaves, but every member of his cabinet was unfriendly to the idea, and he dropped it. The following month, on the occasion of his second inauguration, Lincoln delivered a speech that the late Earl Curzon, Chancellor of Oxford University, declared to be the purest gold of human eloquence, nay, of eloquence almost divine. Stepping forward and kissing a Bible, open at the 5th chapter of Isaiah, he began an address that sounded like the speech of some great character in drama. It was like a sacred poem, wrote Karl Schurz. No ruler has ever spoken words like these to his people. America had never before had a president who had found such words in the depths of his heart. The closing words of this speech are, in the estimation of this writer, the most noble and beautiful utterances ever delivered by the lips of mortal man. He never reads them without thinking somehow of an organ playing in the subdued light of a great cathedral. And they are these. Fondly do we hope, fervently do we pray, that this mighty scourge of war may speedily pass away. Yet, if God wills that it continue until all the wealth piled by the bondman's 250 years of unrequited toil shall be sunk, and until every drop of blood drawn with the lash shall be paid by another drawn with the sword, as was said 3,000 years ago, so still it must be said, the judgments of the Lord are true and righteous altogether. With malice towards none, with clarity for all, with firmness in the right, as God gives us to see the right, let us strive on to finish the work we are in, to bind up the nation's wounds, to care for him who shall have borne the battle, and for his widow and his orphan, to do all which may achieve and cherish a just and lasting peace among ourselves and with all nations. So Abraham Lincoln fought a terrible war, dozens of battles in which thousands and thousands of people were killed. But he said of the enemy side of the southern states, judge not that ye be not judged. They are just what we would be in their position. So Shemataji, we ask that you awaken that quality within us and within the leaders of the world, that we may do the just battles, fight the just causes that have to be fought within this world. But we bring no malice, we bring no ill judgments on those who others may consider to be enemies. We still do our work within this world. We do your work, we do the divine work, but we don't judge even those who are fighting against us. We do this work, we do this battle, but we forgive. Okay, so we're going to listen to a talk by Shemataji. Now we're going to listen to an extract of Sri Rama Puja, which he gave in Switzerland in 1987.
Jump. that color, if you are with this race or that race, if you are with this kind of life or that kind of life, you can bear it. And that bearing power gives you the caliber to have Sahaja Yoga. It's not that this is shown, it's not that is being suffered. Don't have to say, I suffer being like this. No, you don't suffer. It's just by the way. For a person who wants all the comforts, a person who wants to live with all the luxuries, but not with any kind of defects or any deficiencies, is a person, is a beggar, I would say, in every sense of the word. I mean, best things to get rid of problems is not to have them. In the sense, now I don't drive, so I have no problem of driving. I never telephone, so I don't have problems of telephones. I don't go to the banks, so I don't have problems of the banks. The best is, I don't have any income, so I have no problem of income tax. Whatever bothers you, you just don't have it. Why do you want to have it? Have it and then bother about it. It's very funny that you can get rid of anything that bothers you very easily in this world, so you need not have that kind of a thing on your head. But when the word problem, especially in the European community, problem is a very common word. But in English language we never learned this word, problem. You see, only the problem was used when we were studying geometry. Geometrical problem, but we never knew there's a problem in life. Later on, when I came in contact with European community, they'll say, there's no problem, this is the problem. At least in one day, 100 times they say problem word. So, for a problem, the solution is not to have that thing which gives you problem. You can give up anything. Anything that you want, you can give up if you know how to detach yourself from that. Many people come and tell me, Mother, we have an ego. That's the problem. I said, then give up. I mean, it's simple. Why do you have it? As if, you see, they want to say that we have trouble with this thing, but still we are clinging on to it. Like we are afraid of a crocodile, but we want to put our foot into the mouth of the crocodile. And we have a problem that our foot will be eaten up by the crocodile. Now give up. But they will search out a crocodile, open the mouth and put the foot in it. And then come to me and say, Mother, we have a problem. My foot is in the mouth of the crocodile. To get to problems, you have to get to it. But without getting to it, how will you get a problem? Say, for example, people have very silly, stupid problems. Now, the first problem somebody may have, oh, I have to get my clothes pressed. What's the need? No problem, wear them as they are. Who looks at it? You see, there are all the people who have pressed clothes. Doesn't matter what is there if it is not pressed. It's a problem for them. It's silly things like that. You see, very silly things. But the greatest problem I think you have is your watch. In Switzerland, I shouldn't say so. You see, the problem is like this, that now you have to go to the airport. Now, as soon as you tell somebody, we have to go to the airport. Now, I have to go. You don't have to. Everybody gets sort of a jumping, as if standing on a jumping board. You see all of them jumping like that. What's the matter? Mother, you have to go to the airport. So it's all right, I have to go. What's wrong with it? It's a problem. I said, what's the problem? I have to go. You just know that you don't have to go at all. You don't have to come to the airport. And the aeroplane, if it comes and doesn't take me, I'm not going to come back on your heads. So I'll stay in a hotel. Don't you worry. But why are you so excited about it? The way people are excited that I must catch the plane, sometimes I feel as if they want to get rid of me. So, this is a problem for people who are very meticulous. Now supposing I say, I know that the plane won't leave me. I know, because I know many things. So I have no problems. But supposing, even if you think the plane you may not get. So it may not get. But if it gets you, all right. If it doesn't get you, it's all right. So where is the problem? Either it will take you, or it will not take you. What is in between? Where is the problem? I still don't understand. Either it will work out or it will not work out. Keep two possibilities. That's the only two possibilities. What is the third possibility that gives you the problem, you tell me? Say somebody owes me money, all right. So either he will give me or he may not give me. What is the problem? The problem is that you call it a problem and want to avoid to face the truth. If you face the truth, you will know one thing, that see, now this man has to give me money, all right, I'll go and face it. I'll tell him, sir, you have to give me the money. You have to pay me. This is your duty. And if you don't pay me, you are doing wrong. You get at him and face him and tell him. But you won't do that. You'll sit at home, oh God, it's a problem. I have to, you see, that man is not giving money. Oh God, that's a problem. Sitting here, hitting your head all the time. How will you get it? If you face it directly, then you'll be amazed. There's no problem for anything. Say your car fails. So it fails. Get down, enjoy yourself nicely till somebody comes along, takes you. Or if, supposing you don't get some lift, all right, stay there overnight. What is it? No tiger is going to eat you. And if the tiger has to eat you, it will eat. Where is the problem? Still I can't see. I can't see the problem. If tiger has to eat, that's already destined that the tiger has to eat. In any case, nobody dies. You'll be born again. If you look at it from that angle, then you'll be surprised. Most of the problems do not exist. They are like bubbles, created by our own thinking, the waves of our thinking. This is the problem, that is the problem. Like today they said there is no hall on such and such date, all right. Where are you having the hall? There. If there's no hall, let us have it in the open. So to make the best of it is the way Sri Rama shows you. Now, what is the way he has helped us? Let us see. Sri Rama, by his character, by his balance, his peace, and his mildness and his sweetness, has shown us how a king should be a benevolent king, and at the same time a very loving husband and a loving father and a person in dharma. But apart from that, he went down to Maharashtra. He arranged all these things so that he could walk down to Maharashtra bare feet to vibrate the land. Because Sahajogis will be going one day to Maharashtra, and the Maharashtra has to be a vibrated land. In Ayodhya, he never took out his shoes, because he was the king there. But when he went, and Sri Sita, both of them, when they went to Maharashtra, they took out their shoes to vibrate it. On his way, he saw a big stone which was nothing but a lady, cursed to be a stone, Ahilya, and he made her, just by touch, she again came back to life. Like that, one after another, he was just, by the way, as if was doing, but that was the purpose of his life, to go there. And that has helped. A very great achievement within ourselves is the Sri Rama. Sri Rama stands for the pranavayu, is for the vital air that we drink, that we take in, for the vital air. And that vital air, when it gets heated up, we have to know that we are not anymore with Sri Rama. It has to be the cool air should blow through your nose and your mouth. I don't know about you people, it happens with me all the time. When you are angry, the nostrils go up, swell up, and the hot air, the hot words and everything hot, the heated eyes and everything goes up like that, curled up, and you become ferocious Ravana because you have forgotten the beauty of the nature of Sri Rama. What has he done to our centered heart is the greatest thing, that he has given you a fatherhood within yourself. Because Sri Rama represents the fatherhood. Now what sort of a father you are, you have to decide. Those people who are not good fathers develop problems of the right heart. Also, those people who are not good husbands also develop the right heart. This right heart is so important because, especially in the West, where the climate is so funny, you have to keep inside your rooms and closed all the time, that you get all dried up inside. At that time, if you don't have that sweetness, that warmth, that kindness of Sri Rama, you get the trouble of asthma. So many people die of asthma in the West. On top of that, you fight with your wives, you treat them, you take away their money, you cheat them in their money, and every way you torture them, then it becomes even worse. So it has something to do with money, in the sense because Sitaji was Sri Lakshmi, and Sitaji was the one who was the power of Sri Rama. So the Sri Lakshmi also gets annoyed with you when you are a bad father or a bad husband. That's why the Griha Lakshmi is very important. But the woman has to be the Griha Lakshmi. She should not be a shrew and then the husband is supposed to be kind to her. Then it's spoiling. That's very bad. The woman has to be a Griha Lakshmi, a beautiful woman with a very sweet nature and talking to her husband in a very Sankoch manner, and also looking after the children, looking after the family, and looking after the guests who come to their house. But if you encourage and run after such women who are no good, means collectively they should be good. If collectively they do not act well, collectively if they are aggressive, collectively if they are tormenting others, then such women should not be encouraged at all. But then Tulsidas says they should be beaten up. Is a thing looks very bad in modern times if somebody says like that, that women should be beaten up in case they have all such qualities which disqualify them from being Griha Lakshmis. Of course, there's no need to beat, but I mean to say that what is it that you have to drive out all these badhas from your women. Very important. Otherwise, if you fall in this activity of keeping your wives on right lines, you might also get a right heart and asthma ultimately. Because your wife and you are part of the society. And the society has certain laws which are very important. There's something like Stri Dharma, there's something like Pati Dharma, there's something like Mata Dharma, Pita Dharma, everything has a dharma. Those men who torture their wives have very bad heart. In the same way, those who play into the hands of their wives also have a very bad right heart. You have to be in the balance. You are the husband, and she's your wife, and both are responsible for keeping a very good family relationship. It's not one sided, it's not the husband only or the wife, but both of them to be in such a manner that they act according to their nature of woman and man and respect each other, love each other, share everything with each other, and exist in a way that people should see that there are two wheels of a chariot, one on the left, one on the right. There's no imbalance. They are equal but not similar, as I have told many times. Now, in the case of Sri Rama, he left his wife. When it came to Sita, she left him too. But she left him as a woman would leave, and he left her as a man would leave. She also left him. But in a way that is suitable for a woman to do. And he did it in a way that is suitable to a king. In the same way, a woman, when she acts, she has to act like a woman. The same thing she may do as the man does, but she has to be a woman, or a man has to be a man. So that's the Maryada Purushottama, is the one who is the highest among all the men, with his all the Maryadas, all the boundaries that he observes. The boundaries are such that you do not try to overpower others, or you do not try to take their seats. For example, I've seen those who are aggressive also show up in our programs. They will be the first before me. They will be, as soon as I open the gates, they'll be somewhere there standing. They will be the first in everything. That's not being Maryada. You should be at the back end. Should be, there are leaders you have got, they can sit in front. Try to be on the back. I want to be first. Then I've said once, first of the first. You know the story of first of the first. So you become first of the first. And that's what happens to you when you try to show off. And I know all of them who are like that. To be in the background is the most respectable thing to do. To go forward first, to jump forward first, to stand near the door. If mother is coming, you see, as soon as I see the person, I said, oh, back again. There are some who do artis just because to show off, some throw flowers to show off. They must be the first. And somehow or other, they get also the position because of their assertions and askings. The leaders have to be careful and not to give such duties to people who really upset me very much because of their arrogance, because of their showing off. I have to say one thing today, that under the circumstances, we have to decide that if the leaders don't have wives who are humble, who are kind, who are compassionate, and who are Grahalakshmis, who are very sweet with the collective, we'll have to cancel the husband as well as the wife from the leadership. We cannot have leaders who have wives who are horrid. We cannot.
Okay, so just pause the talk there and just have some more words from Shimataji about leadership and the qualities of enlightened leadership. Okay, so this is from Meta Modern Era. the book that Shmataji wrote. Nowhere in the world is there a democratic government truly of the people, for the people, by the people. What one sees in reality is people in power have no sense of ethical values and no concern for the people whom they should serve. Political power is treated like an investment which is intended to generate much more money, as it does in business. Abraham Lincoln, like any other saint, had his eye on absolute values, and he did not know that people were not yet ready for as great an ideal as that of democracy, and that most of them would develop a tendency to stray off the straight and narrow path of dedication to the collective well being and follow the broader road of self interest. Those people who are elected to power basically need to have concern for the well being of the whole and the wisdom to function in a spirit of service. A benevolent ruler in the form of a philosopher king, as put forward by Socrates, is the ideal person to be the head of government. Such a person must be extremely wise, detached personality, without any desire for lust, power, and money. There have been such persons in the recent past, people like Mahatma Gandhi, Ataturk Kemal Pasar, Anwar al-Sadat, Lal Bahadur Shastri, Ho Chi Minh, Martin Luther King, Nelson Mandela, Dag Hammarskjöld, Mujibur Rahman, and many more. To talk of political wisdom in these modern times seems quaint. Wisdom, it seems, is out of the question, because rationality has long since taken its place. Relying on the limited linear logic of mere rationality, purely egocentric solutions are put forward to justify the actions of those in power, which of course have a global mutual appeal to all the other egocentric people in power. In this way, there's a fraternity of negative thinking, and they support each other in their parliaments, assemblies, or senates. This is why nothing truly useful for the assent of the people ever gets done. On the contrary, the politicians of these democratic countries use whatever means they can muster for their own selfish purposes or to enforce their arbitrary ideas. Okay, so we'll finish off just with some meditation to music, just to absorb what we've heard from Shemataji, and just reflect on the words we just heard, where Shemataji talks about the different enlightened leaders and saints who came through in modern times, um, and how she's inviting us there maybe to disregard our conditionings about politics, um, and inviting us just to focus on the good qualities of the people who've come into positions of power and use our attention to help clear them and help balance them. So the people she mentioned in that passage, um, some of them were left wing, some of them were Marxists, communists, some of them were more right wing politically. And she's inviting us to forget about our human mental ideas of politics and instead work on the pure qualities and enhance the pure qualities of the people around us. Um, and so we might bring a more overall dharmic understanding and balance in the way politics is done in the world.